Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to bring you the District 1, Region 7 tournament of the ladies. And we are going to have Walters State Lady Senators versus the Cleveland State Lady Cougars. Should be an interesting game. Right now, Walters State is coming off of a win over Montlow, where they took the game 54-45. And the Cleveland State Lady Cougars had a blowout over Dyersville with 77-49.
The roster for the Lady Cougars is their coach is Evelyn Thompson. Their players are Taylor Dunn, Darian Hickson, Gordon Smith, Abby Hubert, Julia Geiler, Cece White, Ebony Kelly, Peyton Eads, Kayla Braden, Kaya Jenkins, and Hannah Phillips.
Something to keep your eye on this game would be Sarah Vucevic for the Walters State Lady Senators. On the season, she was averaging 16.6 points a game. And Anisha Turner, also on the Senators, was averaging about 10.1 points a game. So you definitely want to keep an eye on both of them. For the Cleveland State Cougars, your leading scorers on the season was Abby Hubert with an impressive 20.5 points a game. So she is definitely the lady to watch for Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
In this game, it looks like the Senators are going to be wearing white, and they're going to be the home team. The Lady Cougars are going to be in the blue. They're going to be the away team. The head coach for Cleveland State is Evelyn Thompson, and the head coach for the Lady Senators is David Craigle.
Now, we had just seen the men's state Cougars play in the last game, and they had lost by about, I believe, 10 points it was, as now the ladies are hoping to get some redemption for their Cleveland State alumni.
That was a good game. I'm interested to see both these teams. Surely it'll be a close game. We'll see.
I'd hope so.
And it looks like both teams are going to get in a huddle and meet for a minute. And here we go. The Senators are going to be the first ones out to take the court.
I do have to say, I do kind of like the Walters State uniforms here.
Do you?
Really nice uniforms. Kind of reminds me of like the like Louisville a little bit here. The nice white and red.
In Cleveland State, it kind of reminds me of North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
So here we go. We're going to have a jump ball. There it goes. And it looks like Cleveland State is going to get it and score. Oh no, it goes in and out. It does not go in.
As it looks like it's going to be in possession of the Walters State Lady Senators.
So that's an interesting way to start things off.
Oh yeah.
Bringing up the ball right now is Herndon.
I think this is an interesting
Herndon
look.
gets the ball back. She goes inside and puts one up and scores. Onisha Turner getting her first points of the game.
I will say both lineups look fairly small. I did see Yasmin play the other day. She did really good along with Sarah. She did really well herself.
This is my first time getting a look at either one of these teams, so I'm just going to be honest with you.
Yeah. Now, one thing I will say, I feel like the keeps going to be a thing for the state Senators.
So three, it's off the side of the rim. The Senators are going to bring the ball back up court. Herndon's got it. She passes it. Pass inside. And they're going to get stripped. Get the ball back. And she's tangled up. And I think Cleveland State's going to take the possession on that.
Now, one thing I would mention, or should mention for this game, is unlike the men's game, this is going to be in quarters, not halves. So
that's very true. Hubert with the ball. She passes it off to Braden. And they get it up. Fast-paced game so far. She looks, scoops, not there. I think there was a foul call on that.
As you see her going for her free throws here.
And that is going to be Julia Gaither at the free throw line.
I will say once again that, you know, the Lady Senators did play yesterday here during the tournament, so I feel it's going to be a huge issue for the Lady Senators this game. See a substitution coming in the game. Brianna Dixon.
I had green up there, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
So it's good on the second one. Senators looking to set up their offense. The three, it's off, it does not go. So it did not take long to put that shot up.
See the ball being inbounded there. And once again, you know, I kind of like the look of the Cleveland State Lady Cougars. You know, their uniforms kind of remind me of North Carolina, while the men's looks kind of like Memphis.
There's a steal. Turner passes it off a three, and it's good. That is going to be Vucevic.
One thing I will say about Sarah, she has the last name of a famous Laker who hit the game-winning shots to finish off that.
Sasha Vucevic is who you're thinking of.
Yeah, who hit the game-winning free throws to keep Kobe winning his championship. I think back in like 2010, no, 2009, I think is what it was.
And here is a shot that it doesn't go in. They get the rebound but lose it. And here come the Lady Senators. They're going to slow it down.
One thing I did make to note yesterday was I like Yasmin Hurden's hair. You don't normally see that.
Here's Vucevic. She shoots another three. I can see why she averages 20 points a game. She shoots a lot.
The marksman is Sarah.
Must run in the Vucevic family because Sasha Vucevic was a shooter too.
Yeah, same last name, same type of game. Vucevic.
Except she's a lefty and he was a righty.
Just a fair thing to note too. As it looks like
Abby Hubert is going to be shooting free throws.
Vujicic is taking a first foul here.
Ready to go one clean? Take one clean.
So Abby Hubert on the season is a 68% free throw shooter. And right now the Senators hold a 5-3 lead over Cleveland. Make that a 5-4 lead.
Let's see the ball being taken up the floor now.
And wide open. Man, Vucevic has got the ball. She passes it off.
It's a lot of passing for this game. See Jasmine throwing the ball now.
Back down low. She's going to put one up, and she's going to score.
Good job that she did now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Tamia Curry.
30 seconds on the clock there as almost ran out of time doing that shot.
Here comes Julia Gaither. She sets up the offense. She's looking for somebody. There we go. She's going to go over to the wing. Trying to go inside, it looks like, but there's nothing there. She's driving in, and there's going to be a foul. A blocking foul, I believe.
I believe it's a blocking foul on these Lady Senators. Not in the bonus, though, so you're not going to see the free throw shots on that.
Gaither, I thought was going to inbound that, but she comes back on the floor. Braden's going to inbound.
Doing a lot more. 3, ready, 3, take 3. Almost at 2.
These girls are playing pretty hard to start off the game. What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, I think they're doing a pretty good job so far. The score is pretty evenly matched. I mean, I can see it's still anybody's game at this point.
Nice little turnaround. It's not going to fall, though. Herndon. She's going all the way. And she puts one up and scores.
Good job on Herndon's part to make that shot. It's pretty contested there.
Gaither with the ball. She's going all the way up. And she gets fouled in active shooting. I think that's going to be free throws. Gaither, 77% from the free throws drop on the year. She gets the first one to fall.
Yeah, you see a substitution being made here. Looks as though you're going to see a check-in here.
A lot of these girls from Cleveland State, Tony, are really good free throw shooters if you want to take a look at the stats there.
Great little free throw shooting stats here. Looks like it's pretty accurate overall, I got to say. It's hard to really follow the lineup there, but you have Jasmine Herndon taking the ball before.
And here comes Vucevic, and she doesn't score, but she was wanting it.
See the ball being run up the floor now.
And she gets trapped. Down low, and a score by Cleveland State.
Nice little layup there by Cleveland State.
Herndon's got the ball. Cleveland State was within one. 9-8, the Senators lead. Here comes Vucevic with a three and an air ball.
Pretty little pass off, an air ball by Vucevic. I kind of find it surprising she's so accurate.
Passes off. Here comes Vucevic again. Vucevic with another shot. She's not finding the bottom of the net tonight.
Yeah, not having a good night. You had to take that shot though. The shot clock was running down.
Yeah, I think she's like 1 for 5. There's a deep three off the rim.
I don't know if that was the smartest shot
and
there.
And a nice rebound and putback, but a lot of Cougars can't get it to fall.
A lot of contested shots being taken. I'm not sure what the issue is with that.
And there's a score. Esmond with the score for the Senators on that last possession.
See,
wow.
Going in a huddle.
So this kind of starts off like that last game we watched for the men's. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty close game so far. Cleveland State's only down 3, but again, anything could happen in these tournaments. You know, Vucevic has been not doing so well today, but it doesn't really matter as Walter State is still keeping the lead.
But she is getting she's getting the most touches, definitely.
Oh, yeah. And I hope that she, ends up getting her scoring total up. It's that nice little layup there.
Herndon on taking it up, and there is a replay, and that's going to be Esmond on the putback.
Nice little putback by Esmond there. As you see now, we're now back into play.
And here comes Cleveland State on the inbounds. Looks like Jenkins is going to inbound that and throw it into Braden. Braden passes it off. Oh, she went up and down. Can't do that.
Yeah, you cannot do that in a game like this. You know, all possessions matter, especially when you're down by 3, like Cleveland State is currently.
She thought, I'm going to shoot this. No, I don't think I'm going to shoot it.
Yeah, taking that play look from the Kemba Mutombo. No, not today.
Unfortunately, we're not superhuman and we can't linger in air.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a nice little tap away by Gaither.
Nearly hitting a fan here on the sidelines as the ball is being inbounded once again.
So Vucevic is going to inbound. Herndon with the ball.
Herndon being closed up there.
Herndon drives in, and she scores.
And nice little lip there by Herndon. Finger roll at the end of it there.
Herndon is a tall guard. I feel like she can get pretty much any shot she wants. Hubert with the ball. Hubert gets it back. Hubert loses the ball. And Herndon's going to take the ball back. Herndon passes it off.
Pretty little pass out there to Jasmine Herndon.
Vucevic was calling for it. Herndon drives in. Here's a shot, and it's no good. Now put back.
I think we have a shot clock violation there, as well as not being inbounded.
Yeah, I don't think that was going to count. Here comes Cleveland State back up with the ball. Kyla Braden.
The score sits at 8-13, 2:36 left in the game.
Cleveland's shot just does not seem to be there for them this game.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. They're pretty good shooting for that scene online.
Now, what of a turn of events it would be if Cleveland State does somehow win this game and Chattanooga wins theirs, Chattanooga State that is, and they end up playing each other. Wouldn't that not be a nice turn of events?
Oh yeah, I can see the seats being full in that, and if that were the case. You know, both schools are right down the roads.
You know the Lady Tigers would be wanting that game because of what happened to the men.
Yeah, and to see them cap it off, and if Lady Tigers end up winning it here on their home floor, that really sees that's going to kick for a good season by the Lady Tigers so far.
And Vucevic passes it off. And that's not going to be a basket. And that putback is going to be good.
Nice little putback there.
Esmond with the putback.
That's the ball being taken up for once again.
With a shot, and it does not go. Esmond, she throws it away. Wait, that was not Esmond. I apologize. That was Amber Thompson. She threw the ball out of bounds.
See, the coach not happy about that little miscommunication there, but it's still, I believe it's going to be in possession of, or it's going to be in possession of Cleveland State now. So again, the coach is not happy about that one.
Gaither looking to see what she can get going here for the Cougars. I think we're going inside, but it's tapped away. Gaither is going to inbound, and she finds somebody. And they tap it away, and it's going to be out on Cleveland State.
A little miscommunication there, it looks like.
Sloppy play by Cleveland State.
Yeah, really sloppy. I don't know what they're thinking.
It's like number 24, Kia Jenkins, just panicked when she got the ball in that possession.
Yeah.
And there is a shot, but it's off.
They're grabbing their own rebounds here. They're doing it all on the offense. I think they're just going to try to round the clock a little bit here.
Herndon with the ball. She dribbles in again, and she goes up, and she's fouled. That's going to result in free throws.
I think she was fouled there by Ebony Kelly of the Cleveland State Lady Tigers. Or Kia Jenkins, pardon me, the foul.
Herndon, a 48% free throw shooter. Not really that great, to be honest with you.
Yeah, not great at all.
She makes good on the first, though.
Yeah, bringing our team up 16-8.
Well, right now for this game, she'll be 100%.
Hey, better than her average. Still a little bit of hair on her than there.
That red.
Yeah, nice little red. Matches the jersey colors and everything. A bit of school pride there. She makes the second.
Gaither with the ball. Well, I know people probably can talk about my hair, so.
Yeah, you have that little, you have the curly hair, the Hawaiian shirt. You can go off the Hawaii tomorrow and blend right in.
Hey, you know, went to college in Hawaii. I guess I would fit in.
Man, nice little layup, but not able to convert. It's Cleveland State.
Herndon with the ball. She passes it off, and there's a three, and it's good. To close the half, Amber Thompson with a three to close the quarter. So that is going to be the end of the first quarter. And right now, the Senators taking it to Cleveland State. 20-8 Senators.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I feel like Cleveland is just, there's been a lid on their shooting. They're not able to make anything. You see Sasha, not the general, or not Sasha, pardon me. You see the general score of this team, the Lady Cougar, just not doing anything for them.
I don't think that Cleveland State is quite in sync. I've noticed that some of the players, I just feel it's just like their head is not in the
I
game.
believe we're going to see a replay of that buzzer beater shot there.
Nice three.
Goes up as the buzzer's about to go off.
Nothing but net. Good look right there.
Yeah, you can see the coach there talking to his players, probably giving them words of encouragement to keep doing what they're doing, because obviously it's working.
Thank you to the guys for the replay on the screen there. So we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Let's see if the Senators can hang on to that same momentum, or if Cleveland State's going to put some defensive pressure on and shut them down.
Yeah. Let's see the inbound by Walters State now.
Esmond's going to throw it into Herndon. Vucevic passes it off, and it's poked away, all the way, and she takes it up and does not score. Man, they still can't find the bottom of the basket.
I don't know what's going through their heads, but they're not making anything now. It's a pretty ugly play here by Cleveland State. The score is at 20-8, 9:52 left in the game, or in the quarter, pardon me.
Thompson with the ball. Thompson's going to take it past down low, and there's a basket. It looks like we've had a substitution. That is going to be Kalia Shannon with the basket. Nice little quick and easy two down low. Senators extend their lead.
See a lot of passing here by this team. Unable to convert on that one. I don't know what they were thinking there. I mean, it was kind of contested.
Comes Vucevic with a three, and she scores. Wow, it's a 25-8 lead. Senators just pouring it on Cleveland State.
Yeah, Vujicic just lighting it up here for Cleveland State, or for Walters State.
Gaither passes it off, and here's a three, but Cleveland State, and it's no good. Senators get the ball. Here comes Herndon. She's going to push it up the floor. Herndon passes off. Here's Vucevic with another shot. Vucevic misses.
I think I got lucky on that one. She was good. She was wide open.
Yeah. And here comes Cleveland State back the other way, and they're going to get fouled. Hard foul. I don't think she was playing it either, so I think we're going to have free throws here. And going to the line will be Kyla Braden. Here's a replay.
Replay of that way would just
Boom.
transpired.
I don't know. She looked planted, didn't she? She must not have been fully inside that circle.
I guess not. You see the 2 free throws being shot now. Hopefully, we can bring their team within 15. Right now, they're down 17. We can hit the first. That's got to hurt a little bit. You're getting 3 shots here, and you're not able to convert them. I mean, they're just testaments of this game so far.
I think the Senators have taken all the wind out of the sails for Cleveland State.
Looks like it. So you're going for her second 3 throw here. Looking for that one.
Maybe they can build off that. It's a now 25-9 lead.
I'd hope so.
And here come the Senators again. Will they score on this possession?
I hope so. Currently, the score is at 25-9, 8:03 left in the game. You're watching the NJCAA.
There's a deep three by Vucevic, and it's good. That's her third three of the game, so she's got about 9 points.
Yeah, doing really good so far as Sasha, or Sarah, pardon me.
Sarah. Maybe the distant cousin of Sasha. Who knows?
Maybe even like the niece or something. Who knows? I mean.
And they're going to try to get something going here. Cleveland State with the ball. 12 hangs on to it. Puts one up. Cannot capitalize. Here comes Herndon the other way. She's got Vucevic up court. She doesn't pass to her. She takes it coast to coast and scores.
Good job on her part there, getting that nice layup, and kind of just a testament to what's going on. They're down 21 points. The coach of Cleveland State must not be happy about this.
Timeout by the Lady Cougars. They definitely need to talk about things. Coach pulling up a chair.
Yeah, you're going to have a lecture for players. I mean, that's what I would do at this point. They're down 21 points only in the second quarter here. Something has to change and change fast.
Yeah, they're hanging on by life support right now. There's a replay of that coast-to-coast by Herndon. Look at this. All the way with the left hand, too, in the finish.
This reminds me of Verona's layup, you know, as he drops to the paint on his own like he usually does. Again, you can see the coach there of Walter State talking to his players. I bet you he's happy about what he's seeing from his players.
He has to be. I mean, what more can you ask of them? They're taking smart shots. They're moving the ball. They're going inside, outside.
Yeah. There's 17 left in the second quarter, and like I said earlier, like I was going to say, you're watching if you're just you're watching the NJCAA, TCCAA Division I Region 7 tournament. I'm doing color. My name's Anton Scroll, and I have Sean Bowman next to doing play-by-play. As we have an inbound now by the Lady Cougars.
And here come the Cougars, bringing up half court. They're going to pass off to the side. You know, Tony, the whole game, they just seem to go side to side, and they just seem, there they go. They finally go inside. They're just afraid, I think, to throw it in.
Yeah, they're second quarter, they're still single digits.
Here's a shot, and it's good. Abby Hubert.
Winning them now within 18 points.
Hubert's going to inbound now. That was a big three. Maybe it'll give them some momentum. They're down by 20 points.
Yeah, they just hit a layup after that made three by Cleveland State on their transition. Must hurt a little bit.
It seems like the Lady Cougars just can't get anything going. They get something down, and Senators answer right back. And here comes the drive. Bad shot. She fights for it. Gaither was fighting for the ball. It's going back. The Lady Cougars are going to get the possession back.
One good thing about this tournament is there's no, I haven't seen any physical violence, no punches thrown. You know, if Ron Artest was in this, he'd be throwing some punches by now if all of a sudden this was going on. But, that's one thing you can respect about all these players is no physical violence. I hope we keep it that way throughout the rest of the tournament.
I've seen some physicality, but I've seen a few elbows here and there, but nothing extreme like you were saying, Ron Artest.
Yeah. No fighting within the stands either, like Ron Artest was, which is always nice.
Ron Artest was a good player, though. He could do either. He could either lock you down on defense or he could score. It was just a matter of keeping his head in the game.
Oh, yeah.
There's a shot by the Senators, and it's no good.
Rebounded now by...
Gaither finds her an open man. Takes it up, and they score. 32-14 Senators over Cleveland State right now.
Finally getting something working here, being able to score on the drive there is Cleveland State.
See, we've had some substitutions for Cleveland State. Jordan Smith is now in the game as she guards Herndon. Herndon passes it off, and turnover.
See the ball being taken up now by Cleveland State.
Gaither with the ball, she pushes it up and she shoots and she scores.
A little shot there. Gaither.
Herndon looking to slow things down. It looks like Cleveland State's trying to make some type of run. 32-16. Sasha is fouled on the play. Or Sarah, I should say, sorry. That is so easy to do, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. How did she shot so far?
How many shots did she scored?
I believe she has about
9 points.
9 points for the game, yeah, which is impressive.
She's hit 3 threes, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and see the ball being inbounded there, turned over.
And Herndon gets it back. Herndon passes off. Here comes Sarah. Sarah for three again. She's got 12 points in the first half.
Good shot by Sarah also, I will say.
That was a big shot. 35-16. Senators over the Lady Cougars. And there's a turnover. Herndon, here's Sarah. She recovers, she's going up, and she scores.
Nice little score there by
Sarah is pouring it on.
Oh, yeah.
I think she might make that 18-point mark. Or 20 points. I said she was averaging 20, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
So she's on pace to get there.
Yeah, we still got 2 quarters left after this.
We'll see if anything changes after the half. Right now, the momentum's still swinging in favor of Walter State.
Yeah, they're currently up 21-16. 3:59 left on the clock.
Here's a quick 3. No. Lady Cougars are trying to get anything they can get to get going. And here comes Sarah. Sarah drives in. Sarah loses it. And there's a foul.
It's a nice foul, too, by the Lady Cougars.
I think she's a little shaken up there.
See her limping a little bit there.
Thompson's going to go to the free throw line. Finding it kind of hard on that leg.
You're going to see her shooting her 2 free throws now.
Amber Thompson, she is a 70% free throw shooter from the season. She makes the first one and misses the second one.
Pretty disappointing outing by Amber Thompson so far from the free throw line. It's almost turned over there by Cleveland State.
Oh. That is going to be a foul on the Senators, and it looks like another player's. No, she's just fixing her. No, it's Thompson. She was just fixing that knee.
She's okay there. Same with the other player earlier who had fallen on her knee. I think it was Amber Thompson, I believe.
Hubert's going to inbound for Cleveland State.
See a couple substitutions being made, too. Tamia Curry checking in for the Senators.
Hubert's got the ball. Gaither with the ball. Gaither goes inside. It's tapped away again. And the Senators get it off of another turnover by the Lady Cougars. I'm curious to see. I have no way to check this, but I wonder how many turnovers the Cougars have in this game total.
I put it in the ballpark around 7 or 8. They're having a lot of turnovers here, and it's really not helping their momentum. As we have 2:52 left in the second quarter, Cleveland State being down 22 points. I think it's that Walter State's biggest lead so far. See the ball being inbounded by Jasmine there.
Harden's going to get it. She kicks it down low. They're going to shoot, and there's a foul. So it looks like Turner's going to go to the line and shoot free throws.
You can see Turner shooting her free throws this game.
There's a lot of turnovers in this half. I wonder how many.
I just hope that, they're able to correct that in the second half of the game because they need to start scoring now. They want to come back. They're down 23 points, almost 24. It's an ugly game here for Cleveland State.
Cleveland State, their turnovers have definitely cost them the first half.
Oh, yeah.
That's safe to say.
See the ball being inbounded now to Cleveland State.
Gaither goes down low, and she finds a man, and that is going to be Ebony Kelly with the score.
See her then taking it up the floor. Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is the NJCAA TCAA Division I Region 7 tournament for the women's portion.
And I believe that's going to be a foul on Hubert.
As I'm at the throw, I'm doing color, and we have Sean Bowman here doing play-by-play. Really good job at that. See the inbound by Sarah Vucevic.
Sarah Vucevic on the inbound. She kicks it into Herndon. Herndon dribbled left. She passed it off. Here comes Thompson with a nice little hook. And she couldn't get it to fall, but Tamia Curry got the putback off the rebound.
Good little putback there by Tamia Curry. See a lot of passing.
Another turnover by Cleveland State. Coach is definitely going to say something to them about that.
Especially at halftime, they're going to hear an earful.
Now here comes Vucevic with a three. Oh, they got lucky that didn't fall.
Basically almost getting a steal there.
Thompson with the ball. And here comes Herndon. She's going to slow things down, I think. About a minute and a half left in the second quarter.
At this point, I think you should just waste clock a little bit. You know, there's no point in speeding it up. You're already up by so much. You got 2 more quarters to go, but they should just slow it down.
She wanted to go to Vucevic, and that now the Senators turn one over.
See if it's kind of rubbing off on them now.
Yeah, you're up by about 22 points if you're the Senators. So right now you just want to burn the clock. I agree with you totally.
Yeah, we have 1:11 left on the clock in this second quarter. I see the ball being brought up the floor now.
And Walter State winning 42-18. Who would have thought this game would have started off like this?
Oh yeah, not a good start at all for Cleveland State, as Walter State is locking them down.
And the funny thing is, Cleveland State had it kind of close to begin. And there is a shot by Julia Gaither.
See the ball being brought up the floor now by Jasmine Herndon.
Herndon, she looks, she dribbles to her left. She kicks it out. Thompson's got the ball. And Herndon's going to get it back. Herndon's going to stop. She did not shoot.
You got to shoot now. The clock's on their
now
side.
They got to shoot it. There's a jumper. And it's not going to count. They're going to say shot clock violation.
This is going to probably be the last possession of this half. You see Cleveland State losing in an ugly fashion, 20-42. 18 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure if it would be smart to rush any shots at this point, but they're just not doing well at all. It's Cleveland State.
Gaither with the ball. And another turnover. Oh, she traveled. She traveled.
Travel there. We have 1.7 left on the clock. I think they're going to try to force up a 3 here, but see if they can make it.
Can you blame them? Trying to get something going into the half.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything at all. I mean,
whatever you can get. They got enough time to get a good look. Shoot it. That was a good look. She just couldn't get it to fall.
Yeah.
Well, Tony, what do you think about that first half?
I think it was an ugly half for Cleveland State. I feel like they need to pick it up on all facets of the game. They're not good at the passing game. They're getting turns over a lot. They're not playing good on defense. And they're just not scoring. They need to pick that up, too, as we're about to go into the second half in like about 15 minutes here. Do we have any highlights here from the highlight reel? Any replays? I believe we do, as we see that nice three-point shot.
There's Hubert on that shot.
Another nice little pre-layup there.
Surprisingly, though, Cleveland State does not have the lead.
Yeah, you see, they've been connected from the threes quite often, is Walter State.
That was Thompson on that three. Here comes Vucevic with that three. She has definitely been the talk of the first half, I would say.
And even the last women's game we saw her play, she's just doing really well overall.
Vucevic leads all scorers with about 14 points.
Okay, well, now we're going to take a break here. I got me on Anton Color. We have Sean Bowman on play-by-play. We'll be back in about 14 minutes to take off the second half. So talk to you then. Anything else you want to say before we close out, Sean?
I'm good. We'll see you back here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at the NJCAA District 1 Region 7 basketball tournament, and we got a few highlights from the first half's leading scorer, the Sarah Vujicic. She had 14 points, and she hit 4 threes. I think we're going to roll with that.
The pretty little three there, as we see her going for the second, and another pretty little three by Sarah Vujicic. Third there.
She's got a good shot.
Nice little high arc is Sarah Vujicic.
Very impressive. And another factor in that first half was turnovers. Right now, the Lady Cougars have 9 turnovers only in the first half, and that is compared to Walter State's 6 turnovers. So what do you think about that, Tony?
I will say they need to watch the turnovers. That's, again, like you're saying, their biggest issue. They need to stop, they need to make smart passes. They need to, make sure they can get to an open woman and not pass it out to, out of bounds like they've been doing. I mean, I know they haven't been intending to, but it's just been a result, and it's been kind of sad to see.
Just watching these girls shoot around for the Senators, they are like a well-oiled machine. I was just watching them, and they are on it.
Yeah. As we see we're about to start the second quarter, Walter State is up 42-20, or third quarter, second half.
So here we go. It looks like Onisha Turner is going to inbound for the Senators. Herndon's got the ball. They go inside. A turnover start off the half, and this time it's the Senators throwing it away.
That might be, the momentum Cleveland needs to get back into this, showing that they can actually do something now. You see the ball being inbounded to number 23.
Well, they got to start hitting their shots, too. That was another issue. They couldn't get nothing to fall in the first half.
Kyla Braden taking it up the floor.
Braden looks. She passes out. Gaither's got the ball. She passes, and they throw it away. A turnover.
Again, they need to work on that, man. They need to stop turning over the ball. That's been their downfall. That's why they're down 22.
That's the 10th turnover of the game for the Lady Cougars. The Lady Senators just had a turnover too, though, so, I mean, they've got 7. Yeah. At least they're even to start the half. There's a 3 by Thompson, and she hits it.
I think they also need to lock down Vujicic, who was just on fire. Both this game and last. We actually interviewed her the last game, and she just had an outpouring of scoring yesterday.
Hubert puts up the shot. She can't answer back, but they do get the rebound. Braden with the ball. Going inside, almost turned it over. Braden gets the ball back.
The way it's going right now, they're up 25 points. So, we could see it get even higher and higher as time goes on. I'd hope not for Cleveland State's sake, but.
And Vujicic has got the ball.
Yeah, you have great shooters like Vujicic and Onisha on your team, and Amber Thompson. I mean, they're just kind of mismatched at this point. I'm not sure if Cleveland State can recover. I mean, they do have a full quarter and almost 2 full quarters to come back, but I'm not sure if it's even possible.
They're going to get a hack in there, so Vujicic is going to inbound.
Well, inbound there by Vujicic. She passed out to Herdman.
Vujicic with the ball. Vujicic was, that's the lady you don't want to leave open. And she made that. It didn't count, but Vujicic was wide open. They got lucky.
They got really lucky there. As you're going to see the ball being inbounded by the Lady Cougars.
Here comes Braden with the ball. And she thought about passing it off to Hubert, but goes to Gaither instead. Braden with the ball again.
There's a pass out there, passing around the ball a lot as the Lady
And
Cougars.
another turnover. They get the ball back, luckily, but I think we're tied up.
As we see an inbound now by the Lady Cougars. Nice little mid-range there and a miss there by the Lady Cougars as you see the ball being inbounded by the Lady Senators. Jasmine Herndon taking up the floor.
And Herndon's going to set up the offense.
He scores 40.
Vujicic goes inside. They got a shot. Thompson's going to dribble in. Thompson throws it away. And a turnover by the Lady Senators. So far all I've seen is a lot of turnovers to start off this half by both teams.
Yeah, not many conversions. This Walter State is still up 25 points. I mean, they're really wasting this clock here. They need to start scoring and scoring now. They want to implement this comeback.
If the Senators get hot, this game's going to be over.
Over like it's nothing, man.
And there's a put up. Nice shot by Onisha Turner.
See the ball being taken up the floor now by Cleveland State. I hope this kid can convert on this, and a wide open three, not able to hit.
As heartless as this is going to sound, if it is me, I'm going to keep pouring it on if I'm the Senators and just dominate.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what the biggest blowout is in history of this division.
It's a shot, and Thompson is off the rim.
I think at this point of their personnel, they could potentially have one of the biggest blowouts in this tournament's history.
They could definitely. I don't know what it is either, but I mean, you don't want to let them get back in the game. That's the main thing.
Yeah, as they're currently up 27 points. Yes, folks, 27 points with 5:56 left in the third quarter. Still have a full quarter to go, but it's not looking pretty here for Cleveland State. It's just a big mismatch.
Cleveland State has had a lot of turnovers, but it seems like once they get the ball, they're afraid to go inside. They just swing it wing to wing.
They're just. I think it's the lack of confidence is what's their,
They went inside that time, but they didn't score. Yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely some confidence issues.
Yeah, I mean, if you're down so much, you can just start trying to shoot your defenses and see if you can hit any because, just being that passive on the offensive end, it's not going to do you any good.
And here comes the Senators. Oh, she was wanting that steal.
This looks like it goes out on Cleveland State here.
And we're going to have a timeout. It's going to be by the Senators. I guess Coach doesn't like the way things are going.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Cleveland State, I wouldn't like how things are going either. They're just not doing well this game, like not at all.
No, the Senators had the timeout. I'm saying he must have saw something he didn't like.
Oh, the Senators calling it something. My apologies. As you see both coaches talking on their team. I mean, at this point, what do you think Cleveland State can do to get back into this? Is there any way they can? I mean, being realistic about this.
Stop turning the ball over and get some easy baskets. And your easy baskets might lead to bigger baskets. That's what you got to do.
Oh, there's been a lid on the basket. I think that's kind of the issue here for Cleveland State. They're just not converting, not passing too well.
I would try to overcome my fear and go inside. I would, and try to press it, just push it,
I mean, there have been players that, they started getting hot and their team just came back. I mean, Kobe Bryant is one of them. I'm not saying there's a Kobe Bryant on this floor, but, if one of these ladies can start making shots and going in, I mean, I could see a spark coming from this and just checking if it's salvageable or not.
Well, the Lady Senators, they look strong to start the half, and they've got a few baskets. But if I'm a player on Cleveland, I'm looking at it like, well, they hadn't been as consistent as they finished the half. So maybe that's something to build upon,
Yeah, I just see the ball being controlled. They got to shoot now, though. They don't got much time on the clock.
There's a shot inside, and she gets the rebound and puts it back. Way to stay with it there.
That's a good shot there by
Esmond put it back in.
By Esmond, yeah. I was saying, I think that they should just get a bit of confidence. They're not, like you see all this passing, nearly turning it over there on the dribble as they finally convert something. I think that's their first score in like 5 possessions.
Emily Kelly with the 2. Oh, she almost traveled. She almost walked with it. And here's Herndon. She passes it off to Thompson. Thompson looks. Herndon's going to set up the offense.
See a little pass, a lot of passing action there going by Walther State.
Some good ball movement, but the Senators throw it away.
Senators not doing well. You can hear the fans not really proud about that one as you see Cleveland State taking up the floor.
The Senators have had about 3 turnovers since the start of this half.
Blocked on the layup there is Cleveland State.
They're going back inside, and that's what you got to do.
You got to keep on doing that if you can. The problem is, well, a lot of the times when they're doing that, they're not converting, and that's kind of the issue here. And it's not a glitch in the system, by the way. Walter State is up 25 points right now in the third quarter. Something needs to happen. Something needs to happen now, as I've said.
Herndon might have an offensive foul. Looks like she pushed her down.
Charge.
She put the arm out, and Jordan Smith fell to the ground. Jordan Smith has come into the game for the Cleveland State Lady Cougars. On a side note,
Diamond Forrest checking into the game too. I was saying this yesterday when I was doing play-by-play. I like her name. I don't know, like every game I kind of pick out a player that I like their name. And I like Diamond Forrest's name the most. It's a unique little name there is Diamond Forrest.
Who was it? The game we called where the player's last name was Moon. It reminded us of Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah, Taylor Moon. I don't remember who she was playing for, but Taylor Moon was a pretty cool name too.
It was a cool name.
Yeah, as you see.
I'm going to change my name to that. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I would. I don't know, but you see 2 free throws now being shot by CC White of the Cleveland State Cougars. Making a first is CC White. They're trying to etch into this deficit now, but.
And
for the second is CC White.
She makes the first, but misses the second.
Rebounded there by Diamond Forrest.
Looks like they're going to put some pressure on. That might be their answer. To force some turnovers on the Senators, who have turned it over a lot since starting the second half. Herndon holds the ball.
Yeah,
she passes it off. Vuashish drives in, and she loses it.
Now the Senators, the Cougars getting some momentum here as they're blocked for that layup.
It's going out of bounds. So it looks like the Lady Cougars are going to get ball back. Right now, Walter State leads 49-25 over Cleveland State.
I think now they just need to get that spark off the bench or, off the starting lineup, whoever that may be, because something needs to happen. It's nearly a turnover there.
Honestly, if I'm the Senators, I might be going down low some more. And I pass it in to Diamond Forrest. She's definitely got some height over some of the other ladies.
Yeah, as you see the ball being taken up the floor by Herndon.
Herndon kicks it out. Here comes Vuashish. And Vuashish hits it. The lady you don't want to leave open.
Yeah, pretty little pass there to Vuashish, who's that nice open 3 there.
So Vuashish leads all scorers with 17 points.
What a sloppy pass or a ball handling there by number 10, Jordan Smith. What she was thinking there is she turns the ball over.
Goes to Vuashish again. Vuashish goes down low, and she traveled.
Yeah, travel. Now it's going to be in possession of Cleveland State, little Cleveland State Lady Cougars. I think they got to start getting better control of the ball now. They're down 27 once again.
On a side note, Sarah Vuashish is shooting 44% from three-point land on the season. That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Not perfect, but I mean, one for 3 is not bad.
If you shoot anywhere from 40% to 50%, that you're a sharpshooter.
Oh yeah, definitely. There not been many actual NJCAA players who are even that consistent. At the college level, it's even more impressive. Even if the three-point line's moved up a little bit.
Looks like they tied her up. She almost walked there too. It looked like.
It's going to be inbounded now by Vuashish. Vujicic inbounding the ball now. Pass out to Jasmine Herndon. Being closely contested there is another pass out to Gina Curry. It's a shot clock violation. Not able to use that possession well.
Not really, but you still got a 52-25 lead.
See, the coach not happy about that one. Sloppy play there by Walter State, who is dominating this game so far. I don't know what they were thinking there.
They might be getting too comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have the right to be at this point, but you still shouldn't get that comfortable. See a miss there by Cleveland State now. Ball being taken up the floor now by Jasmine.
She's going to kick out to the side. Thompson's going to shoot it. Thompson, it goes out. Oh, and then the rebound. And Diamond Forrest with a putback.
That's the putback there by Diamond Forrest. As we now see Cleveland State taking up the floor again. Once again, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the NJCAA Division 7 or Division 1 Region 7 tournament. I'm Anton Scrober doing color. Next to me is Sean Bowman doing play-by-play. Score sits currently at 54-25, 27.7 seconds left in the quarter.
Tony, what is your answer, though, for the Senators? I mean, you sit here and you got Vujicic lighting you up from three-point land, and then they put Diamond Forrest in the game, who's got hype on everybody. I mean, how do you stop these guys?
It's hard to stop them. They're kind of a juggernaut at this point from all facets of the floor, from the defensive end, from the offensive end. You know, they're not turning over the ball as much as Cleveland State is. So I'm not sure if there really is an answer here for Cleveland State. You know, you have one full quarter and a little bit left in the third to go, but I don't know if anything can be done. It's kind of unsalvageable as you see the ball being inbounded now to Walter State.
And we've had some substitutions. Brianna Dixon is now on the game.
It's probably going to be the last possession of the game.
Brianna Dixon puts a shot up and she misses. And that's the end of the third quarter.
It's frustrating trying to lob it up there. A lot of players are going to do that at the end of the quarter, whether they're going to make it or not. I mean, it would have been a nice shot to see.
But regardless, something to be taken from that quarter is, you know, the Cleveland State, they came back a little bit, but the lead isn't too bad. I mean, they didn't let the Senators get to 60 points. It's,
I mean, if Walter State was taking a bit smarter shots and handling the ball a bit better, they probably could have been up by like 40 by now. I mean,
yeah, right.
They were on a wrecking path earlier. Now, I mean, they're still up. You know, we were on 29 points. Being up 29 points, being up 29 points, but they could have done so much. They could have been up by so much more with how sloppy Cleveland State is going to be playing. A total mismatch here.
So if you're Cleveland State, that's something to be positive about because they're not as up by, you know, like you said.
Yeah, you're keeping them down on the defensive end, but does it really equate to something when you can't score? You need to score. There's two sides of the game, the offense and the defense. You've got the defense locked down now, but the offense is what you need to work on. And you have a quarter to do that.
Right. Well, you know, they started getting something going back inside. I think they need to stick with that because that's what's falling for them right now. Their outside shot is not there.
Yeah, as we're going to see the starters going back to the floor now.
On the flip side to that, I think the Senators saw that momentum switching from going inside, and they put a taller player in. So to try to stop that, you know.
Yeah. Now, if I was Cleveland State, I would just shoot, and shoot some more.
Just try to shoot your way out of the paper bag, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can really do at this point. I'd say just force up threes. I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, you're right.
The thing about this team is they don't have a consistent marksman on their lineup. Like, everybody just seems kind of lost on what to do at this point. I mean, what hasn't been said, as you see Jasmine Herndon taking up the floor now, being contested by Abby Hubert.
And Herndon's got the ball. She passed it off. Herndon gets the ball again. Goes down low. I'm not sure what was called there.
I think it was a blocking foul on the part of Cleveland State. I think it was a blocking foul, as you're going to see. Yeah, I believe that's a blocking foul.
Vujicic puts it up, and it goes around the rim, but doesn't fall.
Almost able to get it there is Vujicic. Pointed
out, pass to Vujicic. Tata And it's going back to the Lady Senators. So once again, Lady Senators get the ball back.
One thing I will say about Sasha Vujicic is she had 17 points last game. She's following up again with 17 points today. 7 rebounds on her total last time. I'm not sure what the rebound totals are this game, but
there's a shot by her, and it falls. No, it doesn't. It goes in and out. And the putback and the foul. I believe that Esmond is going to get free throws with that shot.
Yeah, I keep saying Sasha. I think I'm just getting confused with the former Lakers player with the marksman. As you see, Sarah Vujicic is dominating so far this game.
So at the line is actually Onisha Turner. I apologize. She got the rebound in the putback. And Turner is going to be shooting 1 free throw, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be 1 free throw by Sarah Turner, or Nisha Turner, sorry. And she goes for her free throw and misses it by a wide margin. It's being taken up the floor now by Cleveland State.
And I think the fans are wanting them to shoot the ball.
I think they have to. I don't know why they keep trying to pass it around. I mean,
there's a kick ball.
Kick ball. Looked like it was flying in there at Sarah Vujicic's knee. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but just shoot the ball. I mean, I see the ball being now inbounded by.
We've seen so many different type of games here in the tournament. Do you have a favorite?
I'd say the Southwest ladies game yesterday was pretty amazing to watch. Oh, and the Chattanooga State ladies game yesterday was great too. Chattanooga State just came to play yesterday, the ladies team. This game, it's near the bottom. It's not a bad game, but I would have loved to see a more competitive game from both sides of the both sides. That's just me though, because I mean, from start of the third quarter, it seems like it's been a blowout. So you had another score added to that total.
Tamia Curry with a basket.
They are up 33 points.
You know, if you're a team that, of course, Chattanooga State plays next, you've really got to do your homework because it looks like the Lady Senators is who's going to be advancing.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to figure out some way to combat this offensive flow because they look like a scary team to face.
Oh, yeah. And if I was Chattanooga State, I'd be watching this game intently as well as their opponents who are in the other locker room. I would watch this game intently to see what you need to do for, you know, the next round or the final round.
Well, the Chattanooga State Tigers, I believe, were 20-10 on the year. Of course, Coach Franklin did a good job coaching them. So
hell of a job. A young coach too, doing a great job getting her ladies to a great record and a great victory yesterday.
I suspect she'll be on them, telling them to try to close down that inside game. And if you got to put somebody on Vujicic that can play defense.
As you see, the ball being taken up the floor now by the Lady Senators. Jasmine, I mean, I feel like you should start resting your starters a bit now. I mean, they've done enough. This game is out of reach.
Yeah.
You know, I'm happy that they're resting Sarah Vujicic, but now they need to kind of rest out. Jasmine a little bit. She's been in the game a lot.
I would try to get Kia Jenkins going if I was Cleveland State, I believe. She's got some height. I would try to get her going down in the paint, see if I could. Why not get some points on the board, you know?
Exactly. They've been scoreless for, I believe, like 5 minutes now. Could be a bit off, but it's not pretty.
And here's a shot and a foul.
And while we go into this foul, let me ask you, since it looks like the eventual opponents for the next game are going to be Lady Senators, what do you think the next winning team has to look out for in playing this Lady Senators team?
You gotta put some pressure on Vujicic, even if it's just a hand in the face. Do something to try to combat her because she's a pretty consistent scorer from the outside.
Now, would you say a trap would be a smart thing to run if they can run it? Because, I mean, you know, you realize if the flaw with the trap that a lot of people like to run is that if you generally have 2 people doubled up on one, leaving somebody wide open.
This is true. I'd say if you do that, just be careful who you leave open.
Yeah.
Because they have some good shooters on this team.
Yeah,
Thompson can hit. Herndon can hit.
Again, another player with the same last name as an NBA player who can hit. Clay Thompson, Amber Thompson. I just thought about that one. Just
Good point.
Pretty funny little coincidence there.
Um,
Oh, and Tamia Curry, that's another one. Just look at the list here.
One thing I know about Chattanooga State is Ashlyn Baker. The last game they played, she had about 14 points. She does handle pressure pretty good.
And another thing about Chattanooga State is they can shoot pretty well.
The last game, they were pretty well balanced from what I looked at as far as scoring was concerned from their starters.
Yeah.
Shanice had 12 or 14 points. So, I mean, their starters all had about 12 or 14 points, really. And I feel like if they have a good balanced attack, everybody's hitting their shots, it's going to make it harder on the Senators because if you really look at this game we watched today, you've only got probably about, like, of course, Sarah is hitting, the majority of the high percentage shots from the arc, but you've only got probably like 3 players who are really shooting good, if you really look at it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same story for Chattanooga State. They have like 3 really good shooters. I mean, everybody else can play, don't get me wrong, but they have a lot of shooters on Chattanooga State ladies team too. I'm not sure about their opponents. I haven't been able to scout them out, but I know that if it is Chattanooga State versus the ladies center, it's going to be a scoring affair in that championship game, assuming it,
Yeah, I think you just got to have a good balanced attack against this team and try not to. And one thing you cannot do is give them turnovers. I feel like if Chattanooga State or whoever it is, shuts down the turnovers, it'll be good.
I think the fast break is also going to be an issue for both teams. Like, you need to watch that fast break because if you lose that ball, a lot of the time they're just going to score a nice little pretty layup, a floater.
Right.
Or hell, some may even stop at the three-point line and shoot a 3. I mean, it really depends on their preference, but.
And Diamond Forrest hitting both free throws from the line for the Lady Senators. And Diamond Forrest is an 80% free throw shooter.
It's kind of surprising given that she's one of the bigger ladies on her team, and usually, big men are predominantly not the best free throw shooters.
Exactly what I was thinking.
When it comes, so good on her for having that shot, being her height and all.
And they throw it away, another turnover, and it looks like that same story is going to keep going. And the Senators have a 60-28 lead.
I mean, if I'm the Senators, I would just start shooting 3s. Just have a bit of fun with it.
Just go for it, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, it's looking dire.
That is a jumper. Woo!
It'd be great if they're playing Dyersburg, so I could say it's looking dire for Dyersburg, but that's not the case here. As we have the Cougars sticking up the floor. That would have been a good little pun to make. But yeah, so they should just start lobbing up 3s. I mean, just trying out some trick plays.
Yeah, might as well. What do you have to lose, right?
I mean, hell, even on the defensive end, try working on a trap.
There's a 3 there. Hey, Tony, I think they're listening to you. Diamond's got the ball.
It's not even just them, Senators too. You might as well work on a 3-point shot. Work on running the trap. I mean, we kind of have a, the score sits at 62-28. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. If you're just tuning in now, you're watching the NJCAA, TCCAA, Division I Region 7 tournament. I'm Anton Skroba doing color, and once again by me is Sean Bowman doing play-by-play. And great game so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a blowout.
And I mean, blowouts aren't always that bad to watch either. Like, I like watching blowouts because you can kind of see star players being born in said blowouts. Like when the Warriors blow out teams like the Suns by 40 points. You could see that the players can even coach. In the NBA. Saw that game.
That was funny.
I think it was an Iggy coaching, I believe, the Golden State Warriors that night.
I saw Draymond with the thing. I think they're all taking turns that game.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah, it's always good to see blowouts because you can kind of see who can play and who can't. You see Tamia Curry, again, another player that shares the name with a famous marksman, going for her free throw. Going for her second free throw now, not able to convert. Getting their own rebound, though. That's got to hurt a little bit for Cleveland State. As you see the ball being now dribbled around by Brianna Dixon.
And they're going to stick with the inside game. Diamond's got the ball, and she's going to get fouled. Now they're calling a travel.
I thought she was going to get a foul there and get her 2 free throws, but hey.
She walked too many steps.
I think they've only had 3 points in the fourth quarter now. It has Cleveland State. So, looking at it, you can cut that. they could potentially get a 40-point lead before the game is done. Walter State, depending on how things go. Again, and I will preface this by my commentary. I'm not being biased against Cleveland State. I'm just calling it like I see it at this point, and it's not looking pretty from what I see for Cleveland State.
Well, I don't think they're going to be coming back. You got 3 minutes left of the game, 3:05. It's not happening.
Yeah. Now we can just kind of discuss what Walter State needs to do now going forward. I think, for their opponent, whoever it may be, they need to just, again, take smart shots. Get it a lot out to Mrs. Bujicic.
You got to stop her.
Yeah, and if you're Walter State, you need to pass to her. Like, she's averaging 20 points in a league like this is just impressive.
Well, they've taken her out of the game, and she's going to finish the day with 17 points. An impressive 17 points that definitely did not help with all the turnovers to aid Cleveland State in this game against the Lady Senators.
Yeah. Now, if you're Cleveland State, what do you do moving forward with this loss?
Well,
I mean, I would take it as a learning experience. Like, albeit a lot of these players are going to move on. So there's a lot of sophomores on the Cougars team, but I think, you take this experience moving on, you need to learn from all this and kind of say, hey, maybe next time we shouldn't do this. And, as they get their own turnover, or, get a turnover there.
Look at there, just throw it away. Not good. No, they need to be smarter with the ball going forward next year. I'm not their coach, but if I were their coach, I'm saying, look, our outside shots, when they're not falling, we got to go inside. We got to get some taller players.
Oh,
Let's get some taller players in here. We got to get some easy baskets,
Yeah.
because they want to play this. They had ball movement, but it just goes from side to side, and then they take a shot like that. They hit that one. Good shot there by Hubert.
I think that's their first 3 in like 5 minutes here.
Yeah.
I think it's their first score in 5 minutes.
First 3 probably in the whole second half.
Oh, yeah. Are we going to be able to see a highlight on that play? Or
it was a good shot, falling down and hitting the 3. Oh, they're not. No, they're not going to give it to her. But that was a good shot.
As you can see, the 3 and then the fallback as she hits.
Oh, they are going to give it to her. She is getting free throws.
She's getting a 4-point play, actually.
4-point play. Good shot.
I believe this is the second 4-point play we've seen in this tournament so far. I think the last one actually by a women's game, too. I could be wrong there, but a 4-point play, it looks like, by Cleveland State. As we see, I guess she's kind of just cooling off a little bit, is Jordan Smith.
Hubert is going to be shooting free throws.
One thing I do kind of see that's kind of funny here, or Hubert shooting free throws, sorry, but I do kind of see in, comparing the, what we see here. Wait, hang on,
that wasn't a 3 then. So what was that? Was she on the line? She must have been on the line.
It's a bit weird what's going on here. She got 2 free throws and then got the 3-point.
What happened?
I'm a bit confused there.
I'm confused on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a score issue. They were down. They had 28 points. They brought up to 31 by that 3. And
I thought she was going to get the and 1,
Yeah, and they gave her 2.
She got the and 2. And they go back inside, and they score.
I mean, one thing that brought to my attention was maybe it was a technical foul there, because, she was.
It wasn't a technical, because all the players were at the line. Those were free throws.
No, I mean, she was hit to the ground hard. So, I mean, yeah, that is a free. I don't know. Oh, that was a confusing turn of events there.
And that was Kalia Shannon on the score for the Senators. And the Senators lead 64-33 with 1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. And I don't think they're coming back, Tony.
I mean, they might. You never know. It's only 31 points. They can just start lobbing it up and
maybe hit one of those 25-pointers, huh?
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, it'd be like Floyd Howard just sitting on the ground at the other baseline.
That's kind of what I thought when one of the coaches called a timeout here. He had the lead, and they were up by like 20 points or 25 points, and he calls a timeout with 30 seconds left, and I'm like, really? I'm like, are you going to hit a 25-pointer?
I'm not sure, but.
Oh, well. We all make mistakes. Or, coaches are hard on their players with reason, right?
As you can see, the ball now being rolled up the floor. I think they're.
Now, if Cleveland State starts fouling these guys, I'm really going to question that.
I mean, you never know. You still want to get points on the board there. Not a good three
Smith
there.
puts it back up and she scores.
Nice little score there by Smith.
And it's some pressure from the Lady Cougars.
I hope you're not about to.
She is not looking at the ball, and they throw it away. Who knows?
I was hoping they were. I thought they were about to foul there for a second. I was like, what are you doing? But
Smith's wide open, and they're calling a timeout. Cougar says, hey, we got a little momentum. We're taking it.
Oh, yeah. The score sits at 64-35, and that is not a glitch, folks. There's a 29-point lead of the Walter State Senators.
If I'm a coach, I'm scouting the Senators really, really good because they look tough.
And they haven't even played Miss Sarah Vujicic for a long time now. So.
Yeah, I think she's sitting out the fourth quarter.
I'd let her sit. I mean,
she's earned it.
She's going to need that rest now for the next game. I think she's coming in now, actually. Is she?
No.
No, I guess not.
No, she's not.
Yeah, I just let her sit, drink some of that Gatorade. She earned it.
What kind of Gatorade is she drinking? I think I'm going to start drinking some of it and try it for the NBA.
Probably some of that Michael Jordan juice from Space Jam.
Yeah, I think so, huh? Michael Jordan juice.
And was that water? I haven't seen the movie in a long time. Was that water that you drank? As you see that three being
yeah, it
made.
was. It was just water he poured in a bottle.
That long-range three there by Jordan Smith. Ooh, nice little pass out.
And here we go. Oh, and they throw it away. So they had the right idea. Kalia Shannon just had a low pass throw to her. I guess they were.
Now, if it were you and you would summarize this game in 3 words for both teams, what would you say the 3 words would be?
Watch the Senators.
I see another 3 being made over there.
What about you? 3 words.
Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. As you see the ball being passed out now on the perimeter. See a nice little pass out there at number 20 on the perimeter.
What's going on? She's going to have a package. There's going to be a package playing, and then I'm going to go.
Is it for Sarah or the whole team?
I'm getting Sarah.
So that is the 5th team foul.
Yeah.
Kalia Shannon's going to be shooting free throws.
She can bring her team up within 15 points if she makes both of these. Or not 15, sorry, 25. She doesn't make the first. You can see the coach is just not shaking her head. She's not happy at how her ladies are playing here. I mean,
she doesn't know what to say. I mean, she's just taking it all in. And you're going to have to go back and watch the film and make adjustments. And
I can imagine that the both teams that are looking in now are like shocked at what they're seeing. I mean, I would have loved to see a Cleveland State versus Tennessee or Chattanooga State matchup. But
yeah. Oh, and a 3 there by Hubert.
Where was she earlier?
That's her 2nd 3.
She's hitting them now, but earlier it would have been better for her as the score sits at
65-42, and that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. The Walter State Senators, Lady Senators, are going to take this win over the Cleveland State Cougars.
In a little bit, we're going to have our correspondent interview the coach and Sarah Vujicic, who's been on fire today. But first, we're going to talk about a little bit about this game. What do you think was the reason that Walter State did so well? Because I mean, we spent half of this game kind of ragging on Cleveland State. What do you think that Walter State did right in this game?
Walter State did right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They had good ball movement. They were smart with their possessions. They did have some turnovers, but not as many. And they got it to the people with the hot hands, and they stayed consistent for them.
Yeah, now, what do you think they did wrong? Because, you always got to look at the right and the wrong of a team. So what do you think they did wrong this game?
Well, in the second half, they didn't come out as strong. I think they had the momentum, and they got a little full of themselves, and they started turning the ball over. There was more turnovers. So they could have won by a lot more than what they did. But a win's a win.
You can see the coach kind of talking in the huddle with his players now, saying, I'd assume, good job, good win. We're moving on now.
I think he was praying.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, I think he was praying.
It's going far because how good they did today. As we're soon going to be having our correspondent interview. Now, while we wait for the coach to finish communicating with his players there, what do you think that I don't even know what to say at this. I'm just speechless. That was just a blowout. At this, what hasn't been said?
Those ladies played a great game. I think you've got to really watch that film and see what you can do and try to apply it if you're the next team playing the Senators. They're a scary team. I would not want to play them next.
Oh, heck no, especially with Sarah being as good as she was.
Yeah, definitely.
We have Sarah, it looks like, walking over to our correspondent now. If we have a couple highlights we want to play for her while we have her. Yeah, we're currently waiting for our correspondent to either get the coach or, I think we're going to get the coach first. It's kind of confusing. We're going to have both of them actually at the same time.
Our correspondent doesn't know what we're doing. I think they're going to get Sarah, and I think the coach is standing by for an interview.
Yeah, so we're going to have Sarah first. So take it away there.
I am here with Sarah. Sarah, 2 big days. You had 17 points in both games. Do you have anything left for tomorrow, the championship game?
Yeah, I think so. I do have, yeah.
What are y'all's game plan for tomorrow?
I mean, we just got to execute and play like whatever our coach said, and that's it.
All right.
So, yeah.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, if you want to just come on over here, both of y'all. Come on. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I've been our point guard. She's jumped center for 2 years. She has done absolutely great for me.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. So, Coach, big win today. You're moving on to the championship tomorrow. What's the game plan to get the win tomorrow?
Win by 1 point. Just like I told you the other day. All you want to do at this time of year is win and advance. It doesn't matter how ugly it is or whatever you do. You just want to advance. If you can advance, that's what it's all about, because you play all year for this tournament to get to the national tournament. Everybody does it.
Now, he's a big, scary guy, I guess, right? So is it kind of scary when yelling at him?
Yeah, it's kind of scary, real scary.
All right, well, thank
They
you.
know I love them.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Now, on the subject of points, as he's talking about winning by 1 point, we want to show you some highlights now of the outing that she's had so far, is Sarah Vujicic. So if you want to
roll that for us.
See a nice little three-point take there, one of many. She had 17 today, 17 yesterday. It's a great outing by her.
Just got the hot hand, nice stroke from the outside. It's just smooth, man.
It's like painting a picture. Bob Ross would be proud of this one. Painting a picture, painting the win for her team. Honestly, all on her back.
Just a nice arch.
Anyways, we're going to have one more game today. We're going to be back in about 16 minutes. It's going to be the Chattanooga State Tigers taking on their opponent. But we're going to be back. We have more highlights from the other side of the floor.